New Hope Worship Team, I'm in one of my favorite places. I'll let you look around here. I am on my front porch. Isn't that nice? Look at that. Say hi, Judah! Judah's playing around on a scooter. Look at that tree. Isn't that tree great? Look how green everything looks around here. Anyway, I love being here. So Daddy Day's home, we do breakfast, we do some school, and then I tell everybody to go away and I come out here and read my Bible. So I was in Galatians today. Thought I'd share a couple things with you. Galatians 4. Here we go. I mean that the heir, as long as he is a child, is no different from a slave, though he is the owner of everything. But he is under guardians and managers until the date set by his father. So what Paul is saying in that sense, if you think about it, the practical experience of being a child or a slave in that day and culture would not have been much different. They're both under the protection of the guardians and the managers. So in the same way, Paul continues, when we were children, we were enslaved to the elementary principles of the world. But when the fullness of time had come, God sent forth his Son, born of a woman, born under the law, to redeem those who were under the law, that we might receive adoption as sons. All right, so catch this. We, as Christians, are slaves. And what God did in sending forth Jesus Christ, this is the gospel, is we went from being slaves to sons. I'd like to point out that in this metaphor, ladies, this applies to you. The sons are all Christian people, so this is you as well. We went from being slaves in the world to sons of the owner of everything because God sent his Son into the world. Now here's this part that gets into kind of the worship concept. And because you are sons. All right, so now we're sons, and there's a result. Something happens now because of this. And because you are sons, God has sent the Spirit of his Son into our hearts, crying, Abba, Father. Look at that. Because we're sons. Quiet. Sorry, I'm yelling at my kids. Because we're sons, he sends the Spirit of his Son into our hearts, crying, Abba, Father. Now let's just look at those three words, crying, Abba, Father. Let's start at the end and move backwards. Father. Worship is truth, right? It's declaring a truth. We are now adopted sons. God is our Father. That's the truth. But that's not all that's there. Abba, Father. And many of us know this already. We've probably heard it a lot. But that implies sentimentality. We're not just adopted into a household of God. It's not some technicality that gets us out of slavery. He's not just that guy. He's Abba, Father. He's Daddy. So we've got the truth of being adopted. We've got Daddy now. We've got this relationship with him. But the first word is what really kind of caught me. Crying. Crying, Abba, Father. Look. It is these three things, I think, this is Michael Glenn speaking now, these are all very important things in the life especially of a worship leader. You need to have all these things. Three things, New Hope. You've got to know that you're God's child. You've got to have a personal relationship, and you've got to cry it out. It can't just be knowledge in your head. And hopefully it's not just something you have in yourself for yourself, but it comes out of you. It cries out of you. It comes out of you because of the God's Spirit of the Son in your heart. And I'm thankful for many of you that we have that. I love getting into these words and just seeing the significance of what God has done for us, and is so clearly shown that the result of which is worship. I love crying Abba, Father with all you people. Have a great day. God bless.